never, never forget the first time I walked into a room and my jaw dropped. I was like, sign me up, because I walked in and I thought, this is going to be the perfect environment, the absolutely perfect environment to bring all my clients in. And I did that almost immediately. And the thing that was wonderful about it was my clients came in and they loved it immediately. There's even more there, because the experience isn't just about the rooms at Rome, it's about the people at Rome and how they're treated.
As just a college student who's about to graduate, looking towards my future and my parents and the jobs they've worked in, I've always just kind of seen them be impacted negatively by their careers and never really find a fulfilling role. And so coming into working at Rome, just seeing the people I work around who are also happy every day coming to work and leaving work, and just how they really genuinely make this environment such a welcoming place. And a workplace can also be fulfilling, and you can find, love and care and many more things than just a paycheck.
I think that one of the first things any of my clients or colleagues notice when they come into a Rome facility is just the atmosphere and the environment. Whether it's as simple as the Lehman Luther exposed wood, or just the layout of the facilities, there's dry erase boards all over. Everything that you need, Rome makes sure that they provide. And that's a major thing for our organization, because we rent rooms at Ritz-Carlton, at the Westins, at university facilities, all over. And for one of my colleagues to comment that this is the best level of service and the highest level of service he's experienced for a half-a-day event, to me, that captured everything about who Rome is.
The first word that comes to mind for me is confidence. I think my process of being uncertain of what my career was going to look like, to then trying to rise to the occasion and being confident in myself to know that Rome was that next step. It's been really neat to reflect back on the process of where I've been led and not really settling in where I am, and finding different ways that I'm able to expand upon what I have been able to learn through all of those different facets of the business.
We've been a catering partner with Rome for a little over a year, and the coolest part for me is you're creating these experiences for your members to come in and really have fun while they're at work, and I feel like that's super aligned with what we're doing with our food in a boardroom. When I first started with Rome, it was just me, like a one lady show, and since then, over the course of that year, we've been able to bring additional people on to help us, and we're looking to grow into new space, and really I feel like the sky is kind of the limit with where we can go.
Partnership really is about serving the other person and caring about the other person, and I think that's what we saw as we began to dream about what this could be. The other is, to be honest, just the facilities and how we've been able to both leverage facilities to create environments for us to do focus groups, to team meetings, to different things that get us out of the difficulty of our work into an environment. And again, it is hard to explain to people when you work as hard as our people do and somebody says, we're with you, what that means.
I was burdened with my mom's declining health and getting ready to go up to heaven, and so I walked in and Mary London sits at the front desk. Every time I walk in, Mary London and I always have this rich moment of greeting, this rich moment of exchange. And I came in that day and it was a tough day for me, and I think she picked it up right away. So I came in to set my room up and she brought my normal coffee, my normal drink, and on the tray was this extraordinary note. And it is one of the most beautiful notes I've ever had almost anyone write to me. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And it was such a beautiful witness to me. She spoke into me, and it was so powerful. Who does that? Who does that? Rome does that.
About 2 months ago, me and my mom were talking about just working at Rome and how it's really impacted my future and just how I think about workplaces now. And she was just so inspired by Rome and just how much they have impacted me, that I come home and I'm happy, not miserable. And my mom was really inspired, and she actually ended up quitting her job because she just saw such an impact that work should matter and it should be happy and inspiring, and you should go home feeling good about it. And so she quit her job and is in search of a good and a more fulfilling job now. And that's been really cool to experience in my own family.
It's really exciting to think about, if we've already made the impact that we have with 5 locations, what kind of impact can we make with 20 or 30? And looking beyond the walls of Georgia, Rome is not just a co-working space, it's not just a meeting space, it's the opportunity to change lives.